You rocking with DJ DCaso. This is the Abroad DJ podcast. I got my brother Reef Energy in the room with me. What's going on, King? How you?
Chilling, dog. Chilling, man.
He's about to hit tour again, which is a beautiful blessing. And you have the opportunity and blessing to work with the brother, Cousin Stizz. He's a Boston icon, world icon, and is doing this thing in general. Purpose of this podcast, ultimately, we're just going to be talking about the real life of the behind-the-scene DJ. And I feel like the best person to start with, because you're my first guest ever, is you. Tell them who you are, how you got your name in the first place.
Well, my name is Reef. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Well, I've pretty much lived everywhere. I lived in Roxbury. I lived in Mattapan, Dorchester. My mom stays in Mattapan right now.
Okay.
So, pretty much the name came from my brother. His name was Sharif, James Sharif Williams, but he passed away.
Okay, rest in peace.
So, they always said I looked like him where I was from.
Okay.
Where I was from in the hood, so they called me Little Reef, and then eventually as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna take the little away and just put the Reef. So pretty much it just goes by like trying to just keep his name alive, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much a big reason why I'm just Reef, everything's Reef. And yeah, that's pretty much how I got my name, and yeah.
Okay. And then how that relationship between you and Cuz come along, like in general? Like, for me personally, I just got picked up. He found me kind of situation. I was around the same circles, and we just kind of meshed, which is kind of dope. But I know that doesn't always happen between the DJ and the artist. So it's like, how did your relationship kind of start?
So, it pretty much started so I used to always be in Copley area. Like, that was my place to go if I wanted to leave the hood. Just, clear my head and go to the city, you know what I'm saying? Walk down Newbury Street.
Okay.
And there's this place called Green Street Vault. And then eventually they had this, they turned into Green Street Jungle, which was Amy Moles, was another brand from back in the day.
Okay.
And actually, which is crazy, the person who did Green Street Vault, it was I don't know if you ever seen it, was a truck that used to go around Newbury. It's just to go around the city. He's also a DJ now, which is crazy. He goes by DJ Yellow Arkel, so he's actually a DJ. He's doing this thing in New York.
Okay.
But pretty much that used to be the spot where everybody was at. OG Swag Day, Michael Christmas. And Stizz started to show up from time to time. So it was just a whole bunch of artists, just a whole bunch of creatives just in one spot.
Word.
And eventually we all started hanging out, and then we came closer. And we had this place called the Dojo, which is Mass Ave, around Mass Ave, where New York Pizza is right around the corner.
Yo, I swear there's so much about Boston I still don't know.
Yeah, so there's this place there, and they used to throw all the parties and all that. And I was young, because I'm younger than everybody, so I was the youngin'. I would go to the parties, and because I went to Charleston High, that's where I graduated. So I would literally go in and I would just go to school the next morning. I would party and then go to school. I'm gonna do this so I can graduate. But yeah, pretty much it started off like that, and then we all started to come as one, just as far as the music. And then one day we was walking down Newbury Street, and then Michael Christmas.
Okay.
It was a whole bunch. It was probably 10, 20 deep. And Stizzy the DJ, he was yo, why don't you just be Stizz's DJ? You know what I'm saying? It'd be lit seeing you turn up behind him. Yeah, just mad random.
Okay.
And he needed a DJ. I'm all right, you're right. So then I just got my bread up, and then I got my equipment.
Yeah.
My laptop. At first it was just a little HP. Then eventually I got a Mac.
Facts.
And then from there on, we started the journey from there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
That's
just
dope.
From that one conversation on Newbury Street, and then, yeah.
So, you see, you bringing up something I didn't even know. So a lot of the cats that now I would say are putting on for Boston, y'all all used to chill together. So my Christmas Stizz. You said OG, you see, I would have never knew that.
Yep.
So that's kind of dope.
There was this thing called, and this was I wasn't in the scene that with where we were at. It was a thing called 12 for 12.
Okay.
And it was Tim LaRue, which is his manager.
Yeah.
So he put that whole thing together, 12 for 12, and a lot of the artists in there now are starting to do their thing. Hefe Replay was in there.
Okay.
OG was in there, of course, Christmas, and then the infamous Stizz. I don't know if you guys ever seen the video, but his freestyle was crazy on the 12 for 12 video. He went bananas.
You see, so now I definitely gotta go back to check that out.
Because if you go back and you'll see it, just put 12 for 12 Boston Cypher.
Okay.
And you just see all the artists, they be wow, everybody's younger.
Word, okay.
And you see everybody now, it's damn, it's all growth.
The game got you now. Yeah.
So pretty much it started from that, and then everybody started doing their own thing.
Okay. So then, even talking about that, everybody being together, you now becoming Cousin Stizz DJ. Let's talk about events that y'all started doing early on. So I'm assuming they started out pretty small in the city. What were those kind of scenes? Where were some of your first gigs?
Well, honestly, so before we had our first show, it was kind of one of those things where he was putting out these tracks and everybody was like, yo, this is hard. Like, it was right after ShoutOut came out with the visuals and all that.
Yep.
So our first show was Middle East upstairs.
Okay.
So, yeah, upstairs. And then
what's that? That's a 300-person room or something.
Yeah,
like that.
300 to 500 something. Yeah, I think 300. I think downstairs is 5 and upstairs like 3.
Yeah, I think
Like so that was like the first show we like ever really did, and then
that one was big.
Yeah, that one was sold out.
That's
and
dope.
Sold that one out. So that was like the first main show. Where it was like, all right, this is the beginning, and then from there it was on up and up and up, and then
that's
after
crazy.
That, we started doing other shows, and we started doing South by Southwest.
Okay.
Remember that? That was a big time South by Southwest because we had like. One day we had like 5 shows, and I just remember walking the lodge, my equipment just here, taking the little bikes where you like. Well, I ain't gonna lie, one of them finessed me though. I ain't gonna lie, one of them finessed me for mad bread. We went around the corner, she's like, "That'll be $40." I was like, "What?" I was like, "You know what? Whatever."
Facts.
I'm like, "I'll give it to you," but
take one on the chin real quick.
It's just an experience, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's worth the experience. So like, yeah, after that, and then we started doing way more shows, and then tour after tour. And then House of Blues sold out. And then more House of Blues shows. So more shows coming. Like the main goal, I guess, like, you know, is really the Garden. Like that's really the next thing. Because we did Paradise.
Which was a crazy show.
We sold out Paradise. We did House of Blues. We did Sinclair. We did all the venues. The only one that's left is the Garden.
It's literally the Garden.
That's literally the only one that's left.
Yo, that'd be a crazy show altogether.
That's the only one that's left. Like in the city. Like, yeah, it's the only one left.
So for everyone trying to be a DJ, which I feel like everyone's a push button now, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all due respect, right?
Yeah.
What was your transition into becoming a DJ? Kind of like, just how'd you really get into it? And then once you got into it, like, what's keeping you in it now?
Well, it might be hard to believe, but I don't know if you ever remember the game DJ Hero. DJ Hero, like,
yo, for real?
That was my shit. Yeah, like, growing up,
yo, that's crazy.
Like, that's ridiculous. We used to have the Best Buy right there, like, where TJ Maxx is at, like, on Mass Ave, like, Copley. So my brother used to work there, and I used to just go in there and mess with it. Like, oh, this is fire. Like, I like the mashups they have, like the Tupac and the Marvin Gaye. I'm like, oh no, this game is fire.
Okay.
And then I used to always play that, and then I got really good. I started playing on hard and expert, and like for some reason, I feel like that had to be a reason why, like, because like I said, I was always into music. So, like I would literally, when I was in Charlestown, I say junior, senior year, I would literally just bring my laptop to school and just make beats. Like, just go to lunch. Me and my homies, we have our little space and we just be vibing out over there. Like over the years, like sophomore, freshman, like I was wilding out, but then I got older. I'm like, I'm chilling out, dog. I'm just trying to graduate at this point. Because this is around the time where all this stuff was happening outside of school, like the music, what we were trying to do. So I'm like, I'm literally more focused on that now. Like. I just wanted to graduate. Like I wanted to go to. I know I didn't want to go to school per se, but I would go to school for like how to play the keys and stuff like that. Or like engineering, like stuff that has to do with music. So that was always my big thing, which is music. That's why my thing is music is energy, and I live by that. And yeah, like that's pretty much. And then after that,
I'm gonna say he started on DJ Hero.
Yeah.
Yo, I think that is the first story I've ever heard start like that. That's kind of dope. I tell
everybody, they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, like that was my game. I still got the controller at my mom's house. Like, I'll never get rid of it just because of the memories. Like, this little like
this is what started me.
Little do people know is DJ Hero.
Yo,
like, so
that's crazy. That's dope.
Always keep that. Always keep it forever. And yeah, then I started just doing my thing. Like at first, like I was a little confused with like how to DJ. Like I wasn't really too well with matching the BPMs. Okay. But then over a while, the more and more I got it, like now it's just piece of cake.
Of course.
But at first, I was just mainly just trying to find the right pocket when to cut and this. Like that was my main thing. Is
cutting
pockets,
into pockets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fact.
But now, like I actually can transition smoothly and better than before. But at first, that's how it was, and yeah, now we're here.
All right. So let's talk about the traveling part. I don't think too many people know the stress that goes into traveling. Which is dope. It's a blessing. Yeah. I always tell people traveling is a blessing, but it's like the packing for the traveling, knowing what to bring. So I remember I was asking E Double. I was like, yo, E, how do I pack for tour? And he told me straight up, yo, I throw away my drawers after 7 days and buy new ones. I'm like, yo, so for someone that's not rich yet, right? How am I supposed to do this? Right? So what would you say when it comes to packing? What are your essentials that you definitely make sure in your bag? And and then even going through the whole like process of the airport. What do you have as far as like pointers or just things in that nature?
Well, for me personally, I like to stay fly, so I gotta make sure I got the kicks. You know what I'm saying? I got the kicks like low key. I just finished back right, so my kicks is in there now. So I start off with the kicks, and then like some few pair of jeans, and then the briefs, and then the socks. Yeah. And another essential is you gotta have deodorant. Of course. So to moisturize your skin. Toothpaste, toothbrush, but then a lot of that stuff you can buy on the road. So that's one thing. If you can go with like taking some of the stuff out, just for like when you're going through like a TSA. Yep. It's better to do that because you can always just purchase it. You know what I'm saying? Agree. What else should I say?
So equipment then, right? Mm-hmm. When you bring in equipment, granted, for the most part, once you get to a certain level, you could get. They'll set up your equipment whatever places you're at, right? But what kind of equipment are you running with when you're on the road? I'm
just a Pioneer DDJ SB3. Okay. That's literally like it gets the job done. Facts. I take it on with me on the flight, put it on the overhead so I know it's there.
Okay, so you carrying it on your back kind of situation. Okay.
Because they don't be giving a damn. Like, they'll throw your shit. I'll be looking at them. I'll be looking at them like. Yo, I'm like, don't do this shit like that. Facts. Just be throwing this shit. I'm like, I don't fuck with that. Like, this is equipment. Like, so that's mainly what I like travel with. Is just that because it's very small. It gets the job done. Like, you can do live shows with it. And with the new one, they added a lot of EQ. Yep. So they added some more stuff to it. So I'm like, all right, this will do for now. So, but that my cords, of course, RCA, my 1/4 inch. Yep. Extra MIDI cord just in case. My cover for it, like so the buttons don't get messed up or anything. Okay, yeah. So like your plastic cover. Plastic cover, so I have that for it. Okay. I would have had speakers, but a crazy story when we was on the last tour, which was with Kyle. So we had a show in San Fran, and this is the thing in San Fran for anybody who's DJing, you go to San Fran, make sure. If you're like at a hotel, you park in the hotel parking because in San Francisco, what they do is they boost cars. Like that's what they do. Like they look through people's cars, they break windows. Like that's just a thing they do out there. Word, okay. And the cops can't do nothing about it because it's like you're not on the property. And it happens often, like often.
So your stuff got taken.
Yeah, like my speakers got taken. I was like, they took the speakers. They took my sneakers. They took some clothes. Bro. You know what was crazy?
Y'all was in a tour bus or y'all was in like, a Sprinter?
Little Sprinter, yeah. Okay, I was like, oh man, they took all that. Word. But you know what's crazy? They left the equipment. I don't know, like that had to be like my brother or somebody was looking over me. I don't know because I'm like, you could have sold the equipment like this, but they left. The DJ equipment was still there. I was like, and we had to leave to go to the next state for the next show. So I was like, we couldn't really go around looking and trying to do anything.
Trying to figure nothing out.
So I was like, shit. But they left the equipment, so we just had to keep pushing and just learn from that, take that L. And it was a lot of dope stuff I wish that didn't get took. Like, I was like, oh man, some of my favorite sneakers, like my new loved ones, like the black, yellow, and white joints. Okay, yeah. So sad. I just got them for tour too. I was like, oh man. But that was the one thing that I was like, oh fuck, I would always remember that. Like, all right, this is something like, all right, next time when we do go on tour, like starting Monday, now we gotta be more cautious. Like, anybody will look at the work.
How you adjusted, I guess.
I'd say like now like I'm more cautious. So whenever we go up to the hotel, I'm bringing all my stuff instead of leaving stuff in. That's where I messed up.
Okay, you got comfortable.
Inside, I got comfortable. All right, we good.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, all right, everything is coming with me and making sure everything is good. Everything's good. And to make sure I don't have too many bags like before. That's one thing. I had too many bags, so like I'm lucky I didn't misplace a bag. Just from being exhausted and tired. So that's one thing. Just making sure I have like 3 bags at most. Like anything more than 3 is ridiculous. Like I had like 5 bags. And I don't know what I was doing. Like I was.
And there's probably big bags too.
Yeah, because I was wilding out. I brought mad stuff. I brought mad jackets and sneakers and stuff. I'm like, all right, I gotta chill out. Like,
okay. So that's your only bag right there that you're taking with you?
This one, the equipment, and probably another bag for the merch. Okay. So that's about it. But I fit all my clothes, sneakers, and everything in there.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so you from the beginning to now, you kind of downsized altogether.
Exactly, yeah. Because at first I didn't know what I was doing. I'm bringing all this. I'm bringing everything. But now it's like, all right, word.
So y'all been around for a while now and traveling to different cities, states. Mm-hmm. What would you say is your favorite place so far? Hands down, most memorable.
Whew. As far as like, all right. So as far as like the crowd reaction, or was like
crowd reaction, or like a place where you're like, yo, I gotta go back.
Right,
like
so
just on my own personal
I got
side.
a few. Like one is Utah, Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Them kids turn up. Like they turn up. I'm like, what? It was like this. I forgot what it was. It was almost like, so it was one of those. I don't know how to explain it, but they had like 3 different parts of it. Like one part was like a whole stage, and then another stage. It was weird, but like the one part we was in, those kids were going
crazy.
Nuts. And like it's just a beautiful state too. Like the city is beautiful. Like just coming into it, you see the mountains, and like it's just a beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Like that was for me the most memorable place, where it was like the crowd was just ridiculous. Like you just felt the energy. It was just kids all over the place. So I'd say that for crowd control. As far as like food and just like the experience as well, I'd say I'm not gonna say LA because that's cliche.
I mean,
I love LA. I love LA, but I say Seattle. Seattle got Seattle got some really good food. Like that whole thing by the waterfront where they have like all the food or something. Like I've never seen nothing like this,
bro.
And they got this one place that has like the chowders and stuff. Like I was like, yo, the line was so long, but it was amazing. What you got is this is great. So I would definitely say Seattle, like for sure. And like it's already been like if you don't weed, it's legal out there. It's legal out there. So just go to the shops and I like how the trees look. I don't know, just random shit. I like how the trees look. Like the trees just look different out there.
Yeah, I was telling this man, I'm so afraid of trees, bro. It sounds crazy. I just feel like there's too many animals. Yeah. Like nah, I like when things got advantage over me.
See,
okay.
Portland's another dope place too. Portland's pretty cool.
All right. So now I gotta ask you: are you in a relationship?
Not at the moment. I was, and we're taking a break.
So I want to get to that. How is having a relationship while touring?
Oh my god! Non-stop FaceTime.
Yeah.
Non-stop. If like they're gonna think you're doing something like, I'm performing right now.
Bro, talk about it.
There's been times to take a photo like with the microphone like.
I'm
literally performing right now. Like I'm not doing anything. So non-stop FaceTiming. And it's like, it's hectic. You miss her a lot. And it's like.
So how do you deal with it when you have all. I know at least for us, we had a lot of women around us. Right? How do you deal with having a relationship at home? And then tour life?
Well, so if you genuinely love her, you know to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just. Whenever we were done with shows, we were all tired anyway, and we had to usually leave the next night to go to the next state. So we would just be chilling. Like,
facts, okay.
For the most part, we would chill in the sprinter. We'd just be playing video games, smoking, and might have a drink or two, and then we go back and relax. Like, I'm more of like the just chill guy, just all right.
So you're over that kind of phase where it's like, I want to just run around and...
Yeah. There be some beautiful women, you know. It's tempting. It's like...
Seattle and Portland.
It's like, oh man.
Seattle and Portland. That's all I'm gonna say. Seattle and Portland.
Yeah, so it is very tempting. But it's like, you know, if anybody, you know, if you genuinely love her and you want her to be there forever, like you can't live without her, then most of the time you're gonna be like, it ain't worth it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. But that depends on how the situation is. If they're going through things or like if they're taking a break. So it all varies. You know what I'm saying? It all varies.
So would you say that's something that makes it harder touring? Or does it make it... So you say you're out of a relationship now. So being out of a relationship, are you kind of more looking forward to this go around? Not necessarily saying that the relationship was bad or anything, right? But now that you're in this transition phase, would you say you're kind of more looking forward to tour?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a lot of stress. Might get my feet wet, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna be less stress, you know. So
okay.
Yeah, because it was a whole lot, you know, like arguing and
I hear you.
On the road, and some women don't like that you're always busy, you're always traveling, and then you got work, and then you got to think about it. I have needs and she has needs too, so it's like you talking about me, but I hope you're not back home. You're doing, you know what I'm saying? Coming at me, but it's like
you doing the same thing, probably. So,
I got you. So it varies, It really varies. Like, yeah.
Okay. Preparing for sets. It's not the easiest thing in the world sometimes because you know shows change, your set times change. How do y'all like really tune in and get locked in when it comes to like performance time? What's your kind of method or how do y'all prepare?
So we usually play some joints. Like Stizz will usually have his headphones in and he'll be listening to his songs and turn them up. Okay. Me as well, or like sometimes like this time I'm bringing my speaker, so we're gonna just be playing some. So I was sitting Stizz songs like, yo, this is the one we gotta listen to before we turn up. So like one of them is down with my niggas by C Murder. Because I'm down. So I'm like, that's gonna be one of my turn up songs. Like just all rip, like that's gonna be one of my turn up songs. Like before we hit the stage. Like, okay. So we do that. Like we stretch. Like I stretch. You know what I'm saying? And some push ups and all that. So especially this tour, like this going into this tour, we're gonna be more like not eating as much and more healthy and more working out and stuff. So facts. So pretty much that we play our songs to get us hyped, stretching, make sure we got the set right, and this is what he wants to do. You don't want to change any songs. Okay. And then we pretty much just going from there. How often do y'all call audibles while playing? So like I know while we were on stage, a lot of times, depending on the crowd's reaction or whatever the case is, he'd be like, nah, we'll skip that one and just go into something else. How often do y'all kind of do that thing? It depends on how the crowd is. Like if there's not a lot of people or if they're not really receiving it. Like if we're playing some because I know for him like in the set he has a few songs where it's like, all right, he wants to catch his breath and not be because every track be hype, but it's like if it's like that then we're gonna just do all the hype shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna change that a little, just like knock it out, just have them go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on where we're at mainly. Okay. How the crowd is receiving the music. So. What does practice look like for y'all? Like before shows, or is it more so just like y'all just been around each other so long? Yeah, honestly, like it's just we've been around each other so long and done so many shows. It's just like straight into it. Like okay. But because I know for this tour we're going with Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher. Oh. And West Side Gun. Okay. So this one isn't like our headlining tour. Yeah, but I know when we do our headlining tour, we're gonna change it's gonna be more of a real just because we're trying to elevate things and add props to it and stuff. Now. Okay. Yeah. So this one we're opening for them, so it's a little different. So we're gonna keep going with the set we usually do. Okay. It's a 30-minute set, so it's gonna be pretty. Yeah. So it's 30 minutes, which is that's a perfect time. It is. That's perfect. 30 minutes. Yo. It's perfect. People don't understand that either. That 45-hour, hour 15 sets. Sometimes I be stretching. Bro. Depending on how the crowd is, it be stretching. Yeah. Damn, I'm getting tired. Especially when you're trying to hype the crowd up and everything. Yeah. Okay. So is there anything in general that you felt like you took from this tour that you would have never experienced, and just how has it changed you in general? Like touring, DJing, how has it changed your experience and how you look at life and situations in general? I'd say just interactions with people and just having a really great performance, and then them just going home smiling, just having a great night, and they always remember that for the rest of their life. That to me is amazing. They're gonna remember this night. We did a really good job, and they're gonna tell their kids, their future kids about this night. Like, yo, remember when I was younger, we went to this show and it was turned. So that's one of the biggest things for me. And people just coming up saying I inspire them and stuff, that's amazing. Somebody saying you inspire them, because that's what it's for, to inspire others. But that's how the world really moves around. You gotta inspire one another to do things. So I feel that's a huge part. And more of my communication skills, because I used to be more of an outcast. That was my thing growing up, just being an outcast, just always doing stuff. Because I used to do all type of stuff. I used to play basketball, skateboard. I did Liberty Mutual Insurance. I was I did mad things. You know what I'm saying? But now it's I'm more communicating to others, and just that's pretty much it. I feel that's for me is the biggest goal for me is communicating, because I really used to just be to myself. Honestly. Okay. So is this full time now, DJing full time all the way, or you still have to work on the side kind of situation? I still got to work on the side from time to time. Right now, I've been been chilling. I've been getting unemployment because I didn't. I was literally just telling somebody that. Unemployment is. I was he's yo, I'm afraid to lose my job. I'm like, yo, bro,
Unemployment's a beautiful thing at times, man.
Yeah, so
if you do it right.
Exactly.
If you do it right, use that shit to your advantage all the way, man.
So I've been doing that, and because I was working at this job and they just laid us all off just randomly. Just I'm like,
that's fucked up.
They literally like it was a place called Boston Smoke Shop around Boston. And then one day they just, I'm sorry.
Was that after they with the thing, what was it, the oils or whatever? Was it because of that band Boston made?
Oh yeah, because there was a thing. We did get on the news. One of the malted shops. They got caught up doing the gifting, like the oiling and stuff. But I was like, whatever. I'm gonna get calmer. And then eventually, all their shops got taken down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna get this unemployment.
And do what you guys do. Do what makes you happy. You smart stuff.
And I'm gonna get it right away because you guys laid me off. I didn't quit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it instantly.
Yo, you know that was one of the first things someone told me. They're like, yo, if you know you hate a job, just hold out until they fire you. Yeah. And I know that sounds wild, but it's like, get them benefits.
Yeah, get the benefits.
Why not?
Yeah. You work for them shits.
Yeah.
You definitely work for it, so why not?
The only thing I do know about unemployment is I think you have to work for them for 6 months, and then so I think if it's like if you're working for a month, then you ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta work like 6 months.
So that's the advice you tell everybody.
You gotta work there for at least 6 months. I'm gonna be a month off. I'm out of here. Like nah 6 months at least. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all right. So,
what would you say is the best thing about touring now? Like just being on the road. What would you say is the best thing about that?
Sightseeing.
Okay.
Food.
Yep.
The shows.
Okay.
Women.
Yes, sir.
And like, cause I like to thrift, so like where we're at, look at some of the shops. You know what I'm saying? Like certain states will have their shops like wherever you're at. So I know like for us in Boston, we got Bodega, we got Concepts.
Yeah.
Other places like they'll have their own joints. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so we go and check it out. You know?
Okay.
So
that's dope. So what are you working on? Because when we walked in, you told me that you do beats and you're trying to work on music yourself. What's that looking like, and when can people expect to see that in general? Look, you smiling, but like, when can people expect to start hearing you in the forefront?
Real soon. Like I plan to drop something before the year's over. If not, like early, like start like January, February.
Okay.
And it's gonna be R&B, strictly R&B.
Straight R&B.
R&B on my beats.
Okay.
Because I've been making beats, like I said before DJing, so I've been making beats for like 6 years now. Like,
okay.
When I finally come up with my sound and like give it to the world. Like that was my main thing, is just waiting on it, just learning from it and going like learning more like patterns just for my beats and then coming back to old ones and then just elevating those beats that I sounded before. So that's what I've been doing. The main thing that I am trying to work on mainly is like the engineering and mixing part.
Okay.
So that's like the one thing I'm really still working on. But that's literally all that's really holding me back is the engineering. And I wanted to do visuals as well. So that was the thing. I wanted to do first drop, visuals, and like I DJ, but I can also make beats and sing.
So all around.
Mm-hmm.
And curate.
Yep. Yeah. So there's a whole lot of things I want to do. But expect that in the next few months.
Okay.
Some new shit.
And that'll be dope. I'm looking forward to that because now you have so many different perspectives and you've seen the world. And I feel like those experiences is what makes music better in general. You know what I mean? That's dope. My man touring with a rap artist, but he wants to do R&B. That's dope, bro. That's dope as hell. That is dope as hell. All right. Well, I just wanted to come sit down in your living room. I appreciate you opening up your door to me, bro. I just wanted to get the background perspective of DJs. I don't feel enough people hear about our stories and what it feels like seeing the world, what we come back to. So I just wanted to start it off. Thank you for being my first. Pause. Thank you for being my first guest
of the show.
Of the show. Facts, let me put all the words in there. Tell people where they can find you and what to look forward to.
You can find me on Instagram, reef.energy. You can find me on Twitter, reef_energy. And yeah, and I got some new merch coming.
Okay.
So I got some new merch coming in the works. I'm on my third run now. So
okay.
I had a fourth.
Oh, so you've been doing this.
Yeah, so I had some first teas and they were like simple, just music is energy, blah blah blah. But now I added designs to it and working with my graphic designer, and like now I'm starting to elevate. So yeah, so some new merch in the works. I still got a few of the other ones, like actually it's like 3 shirts. So it ain't.
You still got something you can get rid of, bro.
Like medium, large. But like, yeah, that's the next thing that's actually coming is the merchandise.
Okay.
And then tour, of course. And
Word. All right, y'all make sure that y'all look my man up. Again, this is the Broad DJ Podcast. We appreciate y'all. We out.
yes, sir.